What is up guys, Jarv here, back today jumping into Destiny. We are back with another This Week in Destiny, giving you all the heads up on everything that you can expect for the up and coming week. This week is the final week of Season of the Seraph. We have a quick look at the extended downtime, how you can preload Lightfall, a full breakdown of the weekly rituals and Nightfall exclusive weapon, and more importantly what Tess has available for Bright Dust this week. Normally we'd see the calm before the storm, but this week is anything but, so be sure to stick around and enjoy the video. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to leave a comment and rating down below, and remember to subscribe for more Destiny 2 content. Just over 60% of the viewers on the channel aren't currently subscribed, so make sure to hit that red button and ring the bell to make sure you don't miss an update. But without further delay guys, let's jump into the video. Another week and another This Week in Destiny. This week is week 12 of Season of the Seraph and the final week for Season 19. Now this week we'll see an extended downtime for 24 hours to prepare for the launch of Lightfall, and Destiny 2 will be brought offline at 9 AM Pacific on the 27th of February. Now at this time ongoing activities will end, players will be returned to the title screen, and preloading for Lightfall on all platforms will become available. Players will be able to log back in once the downtime concludes at 9 AM Pacific time on February 28th. Now speaking of preloading, for those of you over on PlayStation, PS4 and PS5 players using the PS4 version of Destiny 2 who are looking to preload Lightfall should make sure they have at least 80 GB of free space for an additional install package which can be downloaded on top of the existing Destiny 2 one. These old packages will be removed when Lightfall launches during the 24-hour downtime, but both versions will need to be on your storage for the preload to be successful. So make sure you have enough room if you're still running the PS4 version of Destiny 2, whether that be running on PS4 or PS5. Now jumping back into the weekly formalities, we have a new Kingsfall raid challenge for the final week. This week rotates around to the Gaze Amaze challenge, which takes place over in a Golgoroth encounter. Now the Gaze holder must stand in the pool of unclaimed light when swapping the Gaze. Now out of all the challenges in this raid, this is arguably the easiest, and if you and your team can pull it off, you'll get access to an additional Harrowed raid chest on top of those pinnacle rewards. Now moving over to the featured raid and dungeon for week 12, the Garden of Salvation returns. Now Garden is often seen as the Marmite raid in Destiny, so whether you love it or not, it still has some great weapons available, and as the featured raid, all the challenges are available too, making it perfect if you're still looking to complete that Enlightened seal. By defeating the final boss, you'll also get access to a pinnacle reward, which won't really count for much with Lightfall launching next week. But with that being said, the featured dungeon is Pit of Heresy. Now whilst this boss will also offer a useless pinnacle reward this week, this boss also drops some incredibly high stat armor. So if you're looking to fill out your list of things to farm for the final week, then the final boss of the Pit of Heresy should very much be on that list. Now from here we're going to move over to Dares of Eternity, and this week sees the Pathfinder armor set return. This launched back in Season of the Lost, and that is partnered with the Scatterhorn armor set from Forsaken. Now with the Season of the Lost armor, we see Season of the Lost weapons as well, including the Fractathist shotgun, the Chrysuria Mellow auto rifle, the Vulpecula hand cannon, the Wolftone draw bow, the Iota Draconis fusion rifle, the Canis Major grenade launcher, alongside the Contingency Plan Scout Rifle, the Legal Action Pulse Rifle, the Outrageous Misfortune Grenade Launcher, the Steel Sybil Sword, and the Spoiler Alert Sidearm. All of these weapons and armor were available when Mara Sov season was in full swing. Season of Defiance in Season 20 is looking like Mara Sov is up front and center once again, so if you missed out on these weapons back in Season 15, then make sure to jump back into Dares this week. Now moving on to the weekly rituals, and the Nightfall and Grandmaster Nightfall for the final week of Season 19 is the Warden of Nothing. Now with the Warden in rotation, we also seen the Wendigo grenade launcher return as a Nightfall exclusive reward. Now the Adept version of Wendigo is exclusive to the Grandmaster difficulty, and this week will be your first and last chance to get your hands on it. Grenade launchers are getting a great buff going into Season 20 and Lightfall, so much like the Pit of Heresy, farming the Warden of Nothing should very much be on your farming list this week. As for the Crucible, we see Team Scorched return. This is certainly one of the quicker game modes in the Crucible Rotator, and as for bonus ranks, these are available in all 3 playlists this week. You have double rank rewards for Gambit, Vanguard Operations, and the Crucible. So whether you're farming the Wendigo over in the Warden of Nothing, if you fancy jumping into Crucible, then farming that Riptide Fusion Rifle, which is perfect for any champion going into Lightfall, should also be something worth considering going into the final week of the season. Now from here we're going to move on to the lost sectors for the final week of the season. This week kicks off over in K1 Logistics on the Moon, which will be offering exotic helmets. On Wednesday you can head over to the K1 Crew Quarters for your chance at exotic boots, followed by K1 Revelations on Thursday, offering up exotic gauntlets. As for Friday, we're still on the Moon over in K1 Communion this time, although this lost sector will be offering exotic chess pieces. As for Saturday, we'll be heading over to Europa and the Bunker E15 for another chance at exotic helmets, with Sunday's lost sector being found over in the Concealed Void, and this will be offering exotic boots. Now the final lost sector for the season is the Perdition, also on Europa, offering exotic gauntlets. So if you're still collecting the seasonal exotics before Lightfall launches on the 28th, then be sure to plan your week accordingly. And if you want to check out this calendar for yourself, then make sure to do so over in Today in Destiny, and I will leave the link to that down in the video description below. And from here, we're going to move on to one of the most important parts of the week, and that's what Tess has available for Bright Dust in week 12 of Season of the Seraph. Now, over in the featured Bright Dust shelf, we have a legendary emote called VR Exploration. This is brand new for Season of the Seraph and will set you back 700 Bright Dust this week. That's alongside Redline Torpedo. Now, this is from Season of the Splicer, so if you missed out on this one, this will set you back 2,000 Bright Dust. That's alongside Harpy's Cry, a legendary transmat effect from Season of the Undying, and this will set you back 450 Bright Dust. As for the shader this week, this is also from Season of the Undying, and this is called Polished Sea Stone. So once again, if you miss out on this and you're collecting, then be sure to pick it up for just 300 Bright Dust. Now over in the main Bright Dust store, we have an exotic emote called Ghost Fist Pump, brand new for Season of the Seraph, and this will set you back 3,250 Bright Dust. That's followed by a rare emote called OU, so if you're looking to pick this up from Season 19, this will set you back 400 Bright Dust this week. That's alongside the Drilled Down exotic Ghost Shell, also from Season 19, so if you failed to pick this one up for silver, you can pick it up for 2,850 Bright Dust this week. Next up, we have an exotic Sparrow called Externalization. Now this actually forms part of a cosmetic set, but will set you back 2,500 Bright Dust this week. Alongside those, we have Universal Armor Ornaments, and these are for the Arc 3.0 set. This week sees the helmet in rotation, which is the final piece of the puzzle. So for your Warlocks, you'll have the Arc-like hood. For your Titans, you'll have the Thunderous Impact helm. And for your Hunters, you have the Dynamo Current Cascade. So if you've been collecting all these armor pieces throughout the season, these could be the last pieces that you need, and each one will set you back 1,200 Bright Dust this week. Now the penultimate item on offer is the Taurus Ghost Projection from Season of the Chosen, and this will set you back 1,500 Bright Dust this week. And the final item on offer is an exotic weapon ornament for the Lorenz Driver. Now this is called Open Hands and is brand new for Season 19. So if you're looking to pick this one up, this will set you back 1,250 Bright Dust. So there we have it, guys, a good look at everything that you can expect for the final week of Season of the Seraph. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to check out one of the 2 videos you see here in these cards for more Destiny 2 content. And if you want to keep up to date with everything to do with Destiny 2, then be sure to hit subscribe as well. I'm going to get back to the game as always, guys, and I will catch you all again very soon.